Hi, this is Michael Rony Mullick, and you are watching the post market show. And what a pullback in the market today. As expected, we were expecting a pullback because we had continuously um, market have been falling since the 21st of December, and Nifty has fallen more than 700 points. Bank Nifty has fallen more than 2000 points. So again, it was time for a pullback, and what a pullback today. We did not expect such a big pullback, but that is what it is, and possibly because a lot of people were short in the market, and when markets bounce back so much, especially Bank Nifty, people had to run for cover, and that propelled the markets even higher. So Bank Nifty is a top performer of the day, and especially the PSU banks have gone through the roof. So PSU bank index is up more than 7% today. So you can imagine the amount of up move coming only from PSU bank. And so overall across board, all the sectors are up, and let us discuss and see the charts and get into more specifics. So if you open up the Nifty chart, and this is the daily chart, we talked about this trend line being broken, which was created from the 31st of October, and we expected there to be a strong down form from these levels, and that has exactly happened. And today we see a huge green candle forming, which in fact has closed higher than uh, yesterday's opening price. So that is again a good sign in case of Nifty. So let us look to the 15-minute chart and dissect the movements of the day. So markets opened flat, and then first 5-minute markets were pretty volatile, almost 100-point move, and markets touched yesterday's high, and then there was a beautiful pullback, and then there was a one-way rally. Markets went up and up, found some kind of resistance around 17,950 that was broken. Markets consolidated a bit, and then after 2:30 p.m. there was a huge up move, and finally after 3 o'clock we see a huge 100-point candle, and then the markets settled above 18,000, ending at 18,014, up by 1.17%. So this was Nifty's movement of the day. And again, if you look at the huge downtrend, the markets were trending down, and today there was a clear pullback, and this was pretty strong. Bank Nifty, if you look at it, it was again a beautiful pullback. Bank Nifty was up more than more than 12, almost 1300 points up from the day's low to day's high. The Bank Nifty did had an amazing rally on the upside. So we were not expecting this kind of a rally, but that is what we have seen. So Bank Nifty, today's low was around 41,569. That was again the first candle, but then continuously up, there was an up move, and around 42,780 we found resistance, and Nifty fell at that level, and Bank Nifty has also fallen, finally ending at 42,630, up by 2.3%, which is again a massive up move, closing by up by 962 points. Bank Nifty doing pretty good. Again, as I said, it was a broad-based rally. Nifty mid-cap, Nifty small-cap, Nifty large-cap, everything has contributed. A Nifty mid-cap index is up by 2.7% today, and Nifty small-cap is also up by 3.35%. So after the bloodbath which the market witnessed in the last 3 days, this kind of a rally is definitely a relief for the investors and the broader participants of the market. So overall markets are up sector wise. All the sectors are up except only one sector, which is you've guessed it right, the pharmaceutical sector. And we have seen the COVID scare up in the news, especially new variants being detected in China, and a lot of issues happening, and there was a fear, there was a panic. Markets, the fall also has been contributed to that as well. And clearly Nifty Pharma had shot up on 21st of December, but then when the reality set in and people were seeing that this is not as serious as people were expecting it to be, so then the pharma index cooled off, and today it fell by 0.8% when all the markets were up, all the sectors were up. So this is the only sector which has ended in the red. And apart from that, we have Nifty PSU bank index, which I talked about, amazing 7.3% up almost, and a beautiful rally in the PSU banks. So It was in a strong uptrend. Let's see if again after this kind of rally, it is usually expected, the market is expected to stabilize around uh, within this range, today's range. So that is to be seen what happens in the markets in the coming days. But again, the PSU Bank Index did absolutely fantastic. Apart from that, Nifty Private Bank also is not far behind, 2.44% up. Nifty Financial Services or FinNifty is up by 1.8%. Tomorrow is the expiry day. Tuesday is an expiry of FinNifty, as you know, and it is also the going to be volatile because again huge candle forming today. Tomorrow we can expect it to trade within today's range, and there could be a lot of volatility in the index tomorrow. So especially because of expiry day, and also the VIX is high. It is in an uptrend, a pullback. It is in a downtrend, and now there's a pullback. So a lot of things can be attributed to a volatile expiry tomorrow. Nifty Auto by 1.5% up. Nifty Energy up by 2%. So there is nothing much to discuss over there. Talking about PSU banks, Bank of Baroda up by 4.7%. Canara Bank up by 4.4%, ending above 304. And State Bank, it could not break and end above 600, but it has touched the high of 601, came down, closed at 402. Now, three stocks which have shortlisted for a swing trade opportunity in the coming days or months, if I say. So if you have a time horizon of 6 months in your hand, definitely you can watch these stocks. First one is Nectar Life. It's a small cap stock. You can see it was in a continuous downtrend from July 2021. This is the weekly chart, remind you. So finally on Friday we see a good up move, and it has broken above this level. Today the stock is down by 7.45%, but if you are planning to hold it for a long term, and this looks like a strong stock with a target of around 47. So this is also giving you a good return as well. So risk to reward, so almost 80% is the return if you can buy it at these levels, and you can hold it with a stop loss around 20. That sounds logical. So this is the first stock. Next comes JBM Auto, sorry, and that also has been in a downtrend since January 22, and there was a breakout from these levels last Friday, and today is up by 2.3%. So this is also same weekly chart, weekly time frame breakout. The probability is high. Again, you should keep a stop loss around 404, and same with the next one, which is the UTI AMC, and this has also been falling since August September 2021. So more than 1 year it has been falling. We see a good uptrending, a weekly close above this level last week, and today also it is up by 4.6%. Same thing, you can keep a target of 1200, keep a stop loss around 780, 800 levels, and then you can plan the trade for the coming months. So as I said, the holding period will be long, maybe 6 months to a year, but the returns, the risk to reward is looking pretty good for this setup. So these are the three stocks I wanted to talk about. And coming to index movers today, nothing to talk about much, because ICICI Bank, HDFC Twins, Reliance, State Bank, ITC, all of them are top gainers of the day, and top losers are mostly the pharmaceutical stocks. So that was pretty much evident. Again, no need to talk about global markets. Most of them are closed. So we will wait for tomorrow to see how the global markets are reacting. India VIX today fell by 1.4%, interestingly, because in the morning, if you look at it, let's open up the 15-minute chart of VIX. You can see the VIX spiked up to almost 17, more than 17, but then it continuously came down and down, and ending at 15.93, down by 1.4%. So that is good to see. And we have talked about VIX. We saw this trend line being broken in India VIX, and we expected it to take a pullback, and we also talked about taking resistance around 16.5 levels. So that is exactly what has happened. Now let's see which side the volatility goes. So overall, VIX is on a rising trend. Expect big moves in the market. and we have already witnessed last 4 days was extremely trending, and that is being shown by India VIX. Now coming to crude oil prices, we expected $66 to be touched. That did not happen. Market came and reversed from $70. So again, it should be achieved in the long term, because if you look at the larger trend, it is still on the downside. And though there is a trend line break from these levels, we can expect resistances to come around $84 per barrel, and then maybe this swing low can be broken. So unless 92 levels are broken, we won't expect a big upside movement. So till then, we will higher levels will be looked at shorting opportunities. So that is crude oil prices, and gold prices, as expected, is on the upward trend. So because the equity markets were pretty volatile, pretty downtrending everywhere, so gold prices were up, as it should be. And dollar index seems to be in a downward trend. Nothing major changed. Indian rupee slightly depreciated. It was depreciating, but in the last couple of days, since the markets today, especially since the markets went up, we see some kind of strength coming in. But this is near a resistance level of 82.9, so that is acting as a resistance. So unless this is broken, we can expect the Indian rupee to gain strength and maybe come towards 82.19 or something. And if this trend line is broken, we can expect a further fall towards maybe 81.1 or 80.5 levels. So you can watch out for that. So currently expecting it to consolidate and come down. And if you are trading in dollar index, you can maybe short call options above 82.9, and maybe if you want to buy put options, you can buy 82.6 and 82.5 put options. So that should give a good risk to reward ratio. So this is the current situation. Let us look at the open interest and decide. Nifty open interest indicates 0.86 as the put call ratio, which indicates slight bearishness because markets were extremely oversold. But today there's a good rally. A lot of short covering happened. People sold 17,800 and 18,000 put options, and up above we are seeing 18,200 as a strong level, because highest amount of calls are written there. So downside 17,800, upside 18,200, and a lot of people are expecting the markets to remain in a range, because today is Monday, so almost 3 more days for expiry. Since markets have moved violently for the last few days, people expect market to consolidate in this 200 to 200, so 400 point range. So let's see what happens. This is the situation for Nifty. Coming to Bank Nifty, 42,000 had a huge amount of put OI. People don't expect 42,000 to be taken out easily, and upside 43,000 still has the highest amount of call build up. So 42 to 43, 1,000 point range is expected by people. Put call ratio indicates 1.29, which is again extremely bullish, because a lot of short covering happened. You can look at this candle on the downside. The people who had sold call options at 42,000 levels ran away. 42,500 people, they also ran away, and a lot of short covering happened. So Bank Nifty indicates bullish, but again, as I said, since a lot of movement have already happened, we can expect the markets to remain in a tight range of almost 43,000 on the upside and 42,000 to 41,800 on the downside, and till the coming expiry. So that is the characteristic of the market, because usually after a pullback, a market should hold for a few days, and then if the direction is on the short side, market will continue its journey on the downside, or if it wants to move up, it will move up from those levels. Same with Nifty as well. 18,100 you can look on the upside. If that is broken, 18,200 to 300 level should act as a resistance, and on the downside 17,800 or today's low and yesterday's low, very important level of support. If this is broken, we can expect the markets to fall even further, and that would bring the markets below 17,500. So these are the situation. And again, I said tomorrow expect an inside candle, means the market will trade in a range, and it could be volatile, but I'm not expecting a huge trending market on one direction. Again, the probability is there always. So probability is high that it would be a consolidating market, but anything can happen. So again, as usual, stick with the stop loss. And since monthly expiry is approaching, tomorrow is a fin nifty expiry, so expect volatility in the market. VIX is now above 15. That is also to be taken into consideration. So overall, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for watching and have a very good night.